Figarland Garling, a name shrouded in mystery, has slowly emerged as one of the most powerful figures in One Piece. As one of the Gorosei, he holds immense authority in the world government. But what if he's not just another elder? What if Garling is actually the most powerful Gorosei of them all? In today's video, we're deep diving into the untold power of Figarland Garling and uncovering why he is the strongest among the elders. We'll explore the key 3 reasons: his potential mastery of Conqueror's Haki, his pivotal role in the legendary God Valley incident, and his unrivaled authority as the champion of the God's Knights. With ties to both the world nobles and some of the most powerful characters in One Piece, Garling's strength is far greater than we've seen. So hit that subscribe button as we unravel the mystery surrounding Garling and why he could be the ultimate force behind the world government's power. Haki is the one power that can transcend awe and dominate the seas. That is the one rule of law in One Piece. To be considered among the powerful in the world, you need to have Haki. So does Garling have Conqueror's Haki? The answer is yes. Conqueror's Haki, this rare and powerful form of Haki, sets the strongest apart from the rest. It's a key trait amongst the most influential figures in the world. The ability to impose one's will on others, knocking out weaker opponents, and dominating the battlefield is a power only few can master. But what makes me believe that Figarland Garling possesses Conqueror's Haki? First, we need to look at the patterns we've seen in One Piece. Some of the most powerful members of the world government have Conqueror's Haki. We know that people like Imu, the 5 elders, and high-ranking marines such as Sengoku and Garp, they have it and they're considered among the top-tier combatants. They all possess immense strength and authority, making it very likely that someone like Garling, who's at the top of the hierarchy as well, would have Conqueror's Haki. It almost seems like a requirement to join the Gorosei. But it's not just his status as the Gorosei that makes this likely. Let's consider someone like Doflamingo for a moment. As a world noble himself, Doflamingo possessed Conqueror's Haki, and he wasn't even part of the Marines or the Gorosei. This shows that you don't have to be directly involved with the military to possess such a rare ability. If Doflamingo had it as a noble, it stands to reason that Garling, an even higher ranking noble with direct line of power, would have it as well. But it's not just that. It's also his connection with Shanks. Shanks, one of the Yonko and one of the most powerful pirates in the world, also comes from the world nobles, the same lineage as Garling. This is significant because One Piece has repeatedly shown that Haki, in particular Conqueror's Haki, is often passed down through bloodlines. We've seen this with Garp and Luffy, Big Mom and Katakuri, and Kaido and Yamato. It's not a stretch to suggest that Garling, who most likely shares bloodline with Shanks, could also have this ability. This ties everything together. Not only is Garling one of the most powerful figures in the world government, but his lineage and the patterns we've seen with Conqueror's Haki users strongly suggest that he has it. This makes him even more formidable and sets the stage for what we might see from him in the future. But now let's dive into one of the most legendary and mysterious events in One Piece, the God Valley incident. This battle between some of the most powerful figures in the history of One Piece was a defining moment in history, and Figarland Garling was right in the middle of it. While many fans focus on the roles of Garp, Roger, Rocks, we can't overlook Garling's involvement and what it says about his strength. First, let's set the stage. The God Valley incident involved the Rocks Pirates, one of the most dangerous pirate crews in history. Led by Rocks D. Zebek, this crew included legends like Whitebeard, Big Mom, Kaido, Shiki. They all arrived at God Valley to attack the world nobles, a monumental threat to the world government. Who was there to protect them? Garp and Roger, of course, but also Figarland Garling. This alone places Garling in the company of some of the strongest individuals in the history of One Piece. One of the biggest clues to Garling's power is the calm and collected way that he handled the situation. Despite the arrival of the Rocks Pirates, who boasted several Conqueror's Haki users, Garling wasn't phased. Unlike other members of the world government who may have panicked, Garling remained composed. This hints at both his strength and his experience in battle, suggesting that he's no stranger to high-stakes combat. Another important point is Garling's ability to stand alongside Garp during the incident. Garp, known as the hero of the Marines, was at the peak of his powers during the God Valley incident. That incident made his name as the hero of the Marines. If Garling was fighting alongside him, it suggests that he was close to Garp's level in terms of combat ability. Given Garp's mastery of Haki, especially Conqueror's Haki, it's very likely that Garling too had mastered it during this event. Especially if we look at that final panel from the God Valley incident that shows Conqueror's Hakis clashing between powerful figures. The sheer amount of Haki on display in that battle speaks to the power of those involved. With at least 6 Conqueror Haki users present: Kaido, Big Mom, Roger, Rocks, Whitebeard. Garling's ability to hold his own in such a chaotic environment suggests that he was a dominant force during the incident. Even Saturn, a former elder, was outshined by Garling's strength and composure. Saturn had the devil fruits taken right from under his nose. This all points to the idea that the God Valley incident wasn't just a showcase for Garp and Roger. It was the moment where Garling cemented himself as one of the most powerful individuals in the One Piece universe, also earning him the nickname the Champion of God's Valley, which brings us directly into Garling's authority, which further cements him as the most powerful Gorosei. His influence and leadership within the world government extended beyond brute strength. Garling holds significant political and military power, making him a crucial figure in the hierarchy. Let's break down how his authority makes him one of the most dangerous individuals in the One Piece world. It solidified his position as the protector of the world nobles during the God Valley incident. While Garp and Roger fought against the Rocks pirates, Garling was tasked with protecting the nobles themselves. This shows that the world government entrusted him with the safety of the celestial dragons, the most valuable and protected people in the world. His success in safeguarding them during such a cataclysmic event not only earned him recognition, but established him as a key figure in defending the ruling class. Garling is also the supreme ruler of the God's Knights, a mysterious and elite force that even the Revolutionary Army fears, independently of the Marines and Cypher Pole. The God Knights seem to operate independently of the Marines and the Cypher Pole, which indicates that they have their own chain of command, and Garling is at the top. This level of leadership suggests that his authority extends into both the military and political realms, making him an essential figure in maintaining order within the world government. One of the most telling aspects of Garling's character is his ruthlessness towards the nobles themselves. In a shocking moment, Garling killed a fellow world noble, deeming them unworthy of their status for protecting people he considered beneath them. This act of killing a celestial dragon, a crime punishable by death for anybody else, shows that Garling operates on a different level. He considers himself above even the other nobles and has the power to enforce his judgment without facing any repercussions. This act demonstrates that his authority goes beyond mere titles. It's a reflection of his extreme ideology and absolute power over others, even those of his own kind. And by joining the Gorosei, Garling's position in the Gorosei gives him direct influence from Emu, the hidden ruler of the world. Emu placed Garling in charge of York, the most important asset within the world government. York is a Vegapunk, and Emu personally entrusted Garling with controlling her. This shows Emu's immense trust in Garling, further proving that Garling's authority isn't ceremonial, it's critical to the function of the entire regime. After the blunder that was the Egghead incident, the fact that Emu took their most valuable asset, a Vegapunk, and put it directly under Garling's control as opposed to the other elders shows Emu has deep faith in Garling's power and his ability to rule. Garling's authority as the champion of God Valley, the leader of the God's Knights, the newest noble, and his extreme ruthless nature set him apart as the most dangerous and powerful of the Gorosei in One Piece. With Garling's new role as the Gorosei member, the One Piece world is about to embark on a whole new trajectory. They're setting up for war. He's one of the most combat-ready members of the world government, and he's leading the charge against Luffy and the other Yonkos. It's setting up for a major clash, and the fact that he is now a Gorosei member leaves room for another member of the Figarland family to take control of the God's Knights, which also brings up the theory of maybe Shanks being a double agent all along. So we have to see how that plays off, but Garling is ready to set things off, and everything is falling into place.